So I just wanted to touch on some comparable properties that we've noticed in your area, and obviously knowing what you want to achieve for your property. We have three notable similarities in what we've seen. I'm just going to run through some of them now. The first one, which is very close by in Middle Park, it's 4 Fern Close, Middle Park. The price that was sold for was 1.425. Now that was a very good price, above suburb average, and it was partly renovated, which has been obviously a big tell. The second one, also very close by, is number 8 Narung Street, if I pronounce that correctly. That was actually a very long duration on the market. Now we believe that reason was because there was a substantial amount of work needing doing to it. However, it did still achieve a high price in what I believe of $1.376 million back mid 2024. And most recently, the closest in terms of how recent it was sold, 75 Dovetree Crescent in Cinnamon Park. Now we do know Cinnamon Park is an extra kilometre away, which in the grand scheme of things isn't that far. But again, quite a short sale, and it did achieve the highest price of $1.575 million. We believe Cinnamon Park to be probably slightly higher on the scale than Sumner, but by no means an extra kilometre away isn't going to affect the property. So trying to achieve what you want to achieve, I do feel is very possible. And also, as for the now, so I have looked at properties that have been listed in the last 7 to 10 days, and yes, we do have 3 properties very close by, which is great because that shows that it's going to draw people into the area to search properties in the sort of 2 kilometre radius. I will start with the first property in 203 Horizon Drive in Westlake. Now, obviously, we do know Westlake is a suburb, again, maybe slightly above Sumner, but by no means do we feel the property is any better than yours. We feel that your property, if we dropped it in Westlake, would achieve probably more than what that's asked for, and that's going up for 1.2 million. That was listed the 11th of January. Now, the other 2, both in Middle Park, first one being 19 Kosciuszko Street, Middle Park, and also 4 Kellan Place, Middle Park. Now, both are up for auction, which shows the volatile market here. Both were listed only a week ago, and both are estimated between 1.2 and 1.35 million. So again, 1.2s we do see as the lowest end we'd look to push in your property for, which is obviously what you want to achieve. I do think from what you've done to the property in the last 12 to 15 months that it will, I'm going to say will with a lot of confidence, go over and above that. And for Sumner Park in general, it will be a great sale, and it will definitely put the suburb on the maps for records that we will break. So in regards to comparables of all 6 of those properties, starting with the ones recently sold, all 5 bed, all 3 bath, all double garage, 2 high set, 1 low set. Now the high set, low set depends on preferences, what people want, and yours being a high set, having the 2 high set properties there recently sold obviously shows the comparisons there. Your property does have multi living areas, as does one of the others, but I think the way your multi living areas are split, it actually gives your property an edge, as it gives your teenage family that you have, your young teenagers, space to themselves, which obviously gives you space to yourselves, which is obviously more important. Properties that are up for sale, again, 2 in this instance, 2 low set, 1 high set. The high set is in Westlake. As I mentioned, Westlake does have its substantial reputation above Sumner, but your property stands out, and that's the key here. That a property that stands out for another 8-minute drive is what it is. It's going to sell for what you want or more. The Westlake property does come with some features like a pool. Again, preferences. Some people want a pool, some people don't. That's not really going to determine what people search for. For myself personally, I would love a pool, and I would search properties with a pool. If people have preferences not to have a pool for whatever reasons, they would search properties without a pool. So that doesn't really have any impact on the sale. It's just the market itself being directed in different ways. So, Mr. Twist, questions obviously you have asked previous to this call. I wanted to get back to you on those. Yes is the answer to your first one. Having your property estimated selling price at more. So, Mr. Twist, you did email me across 2 questions, which I want to respond to now in person over the phone. I'll just quote your question. Should you advertise the property for more than estimated selling price range? I don't think so. I think fair is fair, because we want to achieve what we want to achieve, and given the buyers transparency in that, in my opinion, it is what is important. It's then down to me and down to the buyers themselves to find that price above the selling price, the selling estimation. So there's the first one. I won't be putting another $300,000 on the price, because that could deter quite a few buyers. Second question about the interest rates and increasing prices if the interest rates rise. No, again, I think keeping it very stable is important for me, and I want you to trust me in this process. Interest rates, they fluctuate. Again, as we've seen in the last few years with interest rates, they have gradually gone up, and it's only as recent they have stabilised. So keeping it stable for me is a no-brainer. So as we spoke about when we first met, your expectations from the property and from me as the agent, I know since you last purchased the house back in 2019, you have nearly achieved 100% increase on the price. Personally, I'm going to make the 100% happen for you. You bought it for $650. We're going to go for 1.3 as a listing price. And personally, from I'm going to say a buyer's perspective, obviously working for you, I think what you've done to the house and the grounds, the rear grounds in the last 12 to 15 months, you deserve to go over and above that. I would feel honoured to say I could sell your property for approaching the 1.4s, and from what I've seen in local suburbs, I've already referenced that 1.2, 1.3 is a bare minimum, and I don't think we should accept anything else than 1.3. I really would push 1.4.